What's going on, y'all? This is the boys back again at it with another video. This is campaign season. We told y'all 2024, 2025,
Yes,
2026.
sir.
I'm back here with the guy LA. I'm Fresh Prince, handles down there, and we're gonna be talking about the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference favorites. Each of us are gonna pick. We're both gonna pick one from each conference. So without further ado, go ahead, LA Mars. What you got for the Western Conference? I say we do that because that's gonna be a little bit tougher.
What's the conference gonna be tougher? Okay.
Yeah, I say it'll be
Okay.
tougher.
You're right. You actually right. What did we used to say? Best in the West, least in the East.
Yep,
Something
yep.
like that. We say something like that. So I feel you. Okay. Um, dang. Off the rip, you are right. It is tough. I'm not gonna lie. Off the rip, I had to think
We
about
got
that. I was like,
we got like 7 teams that potentially
um,
can make the finals.
yeah. Shoot. But this is off the rip, first preview. So this could change over time.
Very
But
early.
very early predictions. There are a lot of man, there are a lot of teams. I feel like I already know what Freshman's gonna say. But I mean, there's a lot of teams out there, man. I mean, you definitely got the defending champs of a year ago. You got the Nuggets. You know, you got the Suns with his favorite player, KD.
That
You got the
guy.
Lakers. You know, but
Don't
I'm
forget
gonna
the
say
Mavericks,
you got the Mavericks too, man. You got the Mavericks too.
Minnesota as well.
Minnesota as well. But I know where I'm gonna go. I know exactly where I'm gonna go. And I know the chat gonna go crazy when I say this. The chat gonna go crazy after everything I've been talking about. After everything I've been talking about, chat's gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Hey,
But you
don't
know
tell me
what?
you going. Don't tell me you're going Eclipse City, man. Don't do that.
What's wrong with the Clippers? You don't think James Harden could break the James Harden Kawhi Leonard championship?
Maybe a couple
Chat,
years ago.
chat, y'all don't believe that? Like Kawhi's just playing, y'all. Kawhi's just playing. Like he gonna come through and then he gonna, you know.
He's out for the beginning of the season or off the
I
rip.
know he's just preparing himself, bro. He'll be there, bro. Like, let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. Hell no, man. Hell no.
Hey,
Mind you,
if this was 2018, I'll feel really good about that pick. If it was
I'll
2018,
feel really good about that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, shoot, I might need to. Hey, Mr. Jeff Bomber. I want to see the toilets, man. I just want to see the toilets, man. That's all I want to see. I want to see the toilets. I want to see the toilets. That's it. That's crazy work. Shout out to him, man. Toilets and the seats shaking, man. Hey, I'll be out in LA soon. I'll be out in LA soon for sure. For that, for sure.
mm-hmm.
But if you guys already know, you guys see the backdrop. You see what it is. I'm gonna sit here and say the Memphis Grizzlies, y'all.
Ja Wick, the face of the league, is coming back for his crown. You heard it here first. The face of the league is making a return. My boy just stamped it, man. That's what that means.
Look, y'all.
Because he has to have a
Look,
hell of a year.
he's gonna have to have a hell of a year, and I think he will. Now, granted, I believe in my boy in. I know he's gonna have a hell of a year too, because I think every hooper knows at the end of the day, when you coming off an Olympian year, you coming off that gold, you're already up here. Like that, you're already like your mindset and your makeup. I'm saying of each player who's going through it, they're already there. So
I
like
would
they're
say
already
unless you're
on
Jason
on
Tatum.
attack.
Unless you're Jason Tatum.
Look, y'all. Unless you're that fool, man. Gosh, just anyways. I'll talk about that. But yeah, man. I just that team and Ja. I mean, this is just me. He's This is what it is like for Ja right now, y'all. You, mm-hmm. You, all right. You, mm-hmm. Oh, you said this too? Oh, okay. You? Oh, okay. He just gonna be checking names,
Mm-hmm.
taking names, not even asking no questions, taking names.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not even be funny, and and it all even determines at the end of the day of health. We hope they're
Yeah.
healthy. You got Marcus Smart, which is, if I'm not mistaken, a defensive player of the year. Then you got another defensive
Former.
player of the
Yep.
year and Jaren Jackson Jr. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then you add on, which is probably going to end up being the rookie of the year, Zach Edey. Which I
Mm.
mean, I personally think that was a steal. I mean, at least for Memphis's take, because I was like, yo, like if nobody takes him, and he just got in my mind, I said all you got to do is just lose some weight and get really conditioned, especially being with
Mm.
that squad, they're gonna be fine. So I'm sitting here saying that team is gonna go crazy, crazy, crazy. They're gonna take I don't want to say they're gonna take the lead by storm because like they already know who Ja is, but Ja is going to
You just said Storm. We're gonna revisit that later.
revisit it. Say less, say less. But yeah,
You'll see in a second.
I can't wait. I can't wait now. But yeah, Ja's going, Ja going, yeah. The Memphis Grizzlies gonna be there.
All right. Well, as for me, it's interesting that LA said something about a storm because I'm going with the OKC Thunder, man. That is my hot take. That is the team I see making it to the end. The additions of Caruso, to go along with Hartenstein. I feel like they got a solid squad now. I'm going with the OKC Thunder, man. I could see them making it all the way to the finals. They got the experience last year, if I'm not mistaken, they took the Mavericks 6 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every other team that
Yeah.
the Mavericks beat, they beat them in like 4 or 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes matchups, depending on the matchups, I say if they face a team like the Lakers, they're gonna lose. If they face a team like the Lakers early, they're gonna lose. Um, as far as the rest of the teams, though, I could see them being tough. I don't want to doubt the defending champions, though. 2 teams, I think they'll run into problems with the Lakers and the Nuggets. They face either of those teams, they're going to get eliminated. But if they can find a way to stay above the standings and let the other teams beat up on each other, because we know they're going to be 1, 2, or 3 in the standings when all is said is done in the West. They're going to be there. It was really a 3-way tie last year. So if they can avoid playing some of those great teams in the West, I can see them making the finals.
Keep on. I'm sorry.
Wow. No. That's it. I'm done. That's it.
Really? Like,
So
just by what you this man made me spit the water out, y'all. This is crazy. What that's a shocker. Like, because
it's a Thunder. Good. That's hey.
Wow. Like, wait, because I'm curious. You just sat there and said they're obviously going to be the top 3 teams in the West. How you figure we already know it's got to be maybe possibly Dallas. We already know that it's probably maybe the Nuggets. How are we going to sit here and figure that it's not going to end up being Phoenix, or it's not going to end up being Minnesota, or the Lakers?
Okay, so obviously I have an affinity for Phoenix. KD's one of my favorite players, but what they added Tyus Jones is just, I feel like for that team, they don't have, as far as like a variety of scoring options, they're too redundant. KD is the best player on the team, right? What does he do? Mid-range, operational, mid-range score, sometimes in the post. Next best player is Devin Booker. What does he do? Same thing. Operates out the post sometimes. He's a great mid-range scorer. He's a great slasher. Neither are great playmakers. And then you go down even one more level. You got Bradley Beal, who does the same exact things, but just every level you go down, it gets worse. I like the addition of Tyus Jones, but I don't know. It's a matchup thing. I feel like if the Suns play a team like the Lakers or the Timberwolves or even the Nuggets, they're losing due to that lack of size. What's his name? Their center, Yusuf Nurkic. He's solid, but he's a solid player. But on a defensive end, they need like a they need like a defensive big. That's what they need. They need a true defensive big. If they had that, I'll feel comfortable saying that. Of course, they're going to be somewhere in the standings. Somewhere from anywhere from 3 to 6, I think. But that's the Phoenix Suns. So we'll put them to the side. As for the Lakers, they're an older team. They always kind of have these ups and downs. Hopefully this year they won't go crazy for the in-season tournament because we've seen how that turned out. You can't be out here celebrating those type of wins. Nobody really cares. But I feel like for them, they're gonna take their time. They're gonna lose a stretch of games. They're gonna win games. So they're probably gonna end up right around, I say 7-6 range. So if they end up being in the 8th place and then, OKC's at the top, then I can see some trouble. But ultimately, I kind of see it playing out like it did last year with those teams. Oh, yeah, also Minnesota. Minnesota's going to be a little bit of slippage because, of course, they're going to have to fit in Julius Randle and get accustomed to the roles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see them winning that same number of games. So ultimately, I see the Thunder, the Mavericks, and the Nuggets holding down the top 3 seeds. And then after that, you can have the what's the other team I was just talking about? You can have the Timberwolves. You can have the Grizzlies as well. Grizzlies, yeah, the West is tough, but ultimately, that's why I kind of negate those other teams in a sense.
I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to throw disrespect out here. We did all that talking and we forgot about the Pelicans, y'all. Forgot about the Pelicans. I ain't trying to disrespect, man. I ain't trying to disrespect. We did a lot of talking.
We didn't talk about the Warriors either, though.
Do we need to talk about the Warriors?
Hey, Steph Curry's on the team. When you got Steph, you got a chance to make the play. Oh, San Antonio. Once we get into sleeper teams to make the playoffs, San Antonio is at the top of my list for the Western Conference.
Really? Really?
To make the play-in. How about that? Not the playoffs.
I'll give you my sleeper team to make noise right now. Right now, I'll give you my sleeper team. Houston Rockets.
Okay, I like that. I actually like that better.
Sleeper team going to make some crazy noise. Do not let them get a home game in a play-in.
Yeah.
If they get one home game in the play-in, they're going to make it in the playoffs.
I would agree to that for sure. But okay, that's the Western Conference. So let's talk about the East, man. Who do you have for the East?
Y'all. Chat, y'all. When it comes down to it, y'all, I'm a man that tries to speak with his mind and really not go with his heart. Because the heart can just really mess you up in a lot of ways. You really got to go with your mind and, and be one with that, because obviously we're basketball minds. We know the makeup of the game. We know what it is, But you know what? I don't give a damn about that. I'm going with the Miami Heat, y'all. Miami Heat, my team from the 305, they are going to be there, y'all. They're going to be there as East contenders, y'all. Maybe even in the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Man, I might go as far to say the finals, y'all. I mean, that's your
pick,
man.
the Heat. You picking the Heat,
man,
to come out that's your favorite. Let's just get this clear. Okay, all right. The Miami Heat.
Of course. I mean, let's listen. Like I said, as a basketball mind, you got me. Celtics, Milwaukee, 76ers, and the Knicks. Okay, we understand that. We get that. We understand that. But look, what's understood is what's understood. There's not too much that I need to say because we got my man Jimmy Butler coming off a contract year, so he has to play. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you want that money, you better play. And we already know about my guy Bam Adebayo. Look, breakout year, maybe most improved player, maybe breakout year for him after Olympics. Oh, watch Trey Ball coming through. Trey Ball, Bam coming through.
Bam Splash. Bam Splash.
Hey, we need to get a T-shirt on that one. We gotta get a T-shirt on that one. Hey, that's crazy.
Bam Bam Splash.
And then we can't forget about Scary Terry and getting that 5 in there. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too crazy. Like I said, that's my. I'm gonna go with the heart, man. I'm gonna go. Hey, the heart. What the heart wants, man. The heart wants what the heart wants. I'm saying the Miami Heat, they're gonna come in town. They're gonna blow all these teams away because they're not. They thinking, bro. They do this to us every year. They think we're not them, and then we just go up and just creep up in the standings and just show them. I'm not even saying we're gonna be the top team. I'm just gonna say we're gonna be maybe like 4, maybe 5, and then what we do. That's all I gotta say, y'all.
Okay, so quick callback to one of our earlier episodes. I'm just gonna have to say this real quick. Nobody wants to go to the 305. Nobody. Okay? Nobody wants to go to the 305. For all my OG campaigners out there, y'all know what that means.
Haters, man. Goodness, haters. Like, look, man. To all those people that say they don't go to the 305, where do you want to go then? Tell me, chat down below. Where do you want to go then? Just tell me, because I know you want to go. You just don't want to see no basketball team winning. But I know you want to go to the 305. I don't need to say why, but I know. Tell me anywhere else you want to go. Please.
We know.
I'll wait. We know. I'll wait.
All right, real quick. I feel like as LA said beforehand, the West is the best, East is the least. Recently, with all these crazy trades that's been going on, it has not totally shifted, but it's became a little bit more even. We got a couple of more contenders that are in the Eastern Conference. It's not just 3 or 4 teams anymore. Maybe it's like a solid 5. But just to make this quick, man, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I got the Green Goblins, the Celtics, making it back to the finals again. Back to back. I'm not saying they're winning it, but if everybody's healthy, I have them. I don't see anybody beating them, honestly. I don't see nobody beating them, And if I were, well, we're gonna do that at a further time, but yeah. So I see the Boston Celtics playing the OKC Thunder, and I see that's gonna be tough. That'll mean they'll repeat. But what wishful thinking would have me rooting for the Thunder to win their first championship. But my mind would go with the Celtics to repeat, barring any major injury. Yeah. So those are our contenders. You have any points to make about my Eastern Conference finalists really quickly? LA, I know you have a lot to say, but
No, man. I mean, we're gonna let the chips fall where they need to, and we'll let the season play out. Obviously, Chad, I hate these little green goblin disgusting people. So
Gremlins,
whatever you want to call them. And as y'all know, if you know what, I'll say this one thing. This is the only thing I'll say. If I did it, let's. If I did choose somebody else, I wouldn't mind the Philadelphia 76ers.
Okay. Thought you was going to go Knicks there, but okay. I wouldn't mind that either.
PG get one, man, for sure. I think PG deserves one before the Knicks. At least the PG get one. All the stuff that he's been going through, man. It's a story for another day. It sucks for what happened with the Clippers, man. But it really sucks for PG, I think, because PG, I mean, for everything he's been through, and for him to be able to just get one, I think that's fair. I think that's dope for him to really do that and do that for the city of Philly. But that's just me. But you heard the man here. He said he got OKC going Boston. I ain't gonna cap. Miami versus Memphis. That's gonna be good. Hey, and I wouldn't complain. I'd be upset, but I wouldn't complain. My man John got a chip though, because he would be Hey, you let that man get on the podium and be drinking that drink, he gonna be talking. Just don't have no weapons out though, bro. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying,
weapons. Don't go live.
Don't go live, bro. Don't go live. We care about you, John. We do, man. But don't let him get to the podium and be like, "What was y'all saying? What was y'all saying about me?" Oh man.
Hey man, face of the league. All righty. Well, that's it. Appreciate y'all joining us for another episode of the campaign. And we're gonna keep it going, man. Campaign season. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Hey, y'all go vote for us, man. Appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah.
Peace.
Go vote. Go vote. Sure.